Let me take you back. The year was 2000 and Pokemon was popping. The Pokemon anime and card game were gaining in popularity, and the second generation of games, Gold and Silver, had just made their way to North America. The hit film, Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, was released in Western cinemas a few months prior, where it briefly held the record for highest grossing opening for an animated film. The craze was in full swing. And to top it off, they were sued by this guy for over £60 million. And the craziest part? Well, it included claims that he was being represented as a Nazi within Pokemon. For those who don't know, this is Uri Geller. He is a performer, illusionist, and self-proclaimed psychic. Uri rose to fame in the 60s and 70s for his televised demonstrations of psychokinesis, dowsing, and telepathy. His performance notably included him bending spoons with his mind. By the year 2000, Uri had reportedly made millions from demonstrating his gifts on a variety of TV shows all over the world. But what does this have to do with international phenomenon pocket monsters? I hear you scream at your picture box. Well, you may be familiar with this fella. First appearing in 1996's Pokemon Red and Blue, Kadabra is the middle evolution between Abra and Alakazam. Like a lot of fads for kids in the 90s, it wasn't long before Pokemon was the subject of controversy, with Kadabra seemingly at the centre. A pastor from Palm Beach, Florida distributed pamphlets claiming Kadabra was sporting a pentagram on its head, even though it was obviously just a red star. And Roger Bowen claimed, in his book It's a Dark World, that the wormy-looking icon on its chest was claimed to be representative of the Nazi Party's notorious Waffen SS symbol, meaning Armed Protection Squad. The book argued that due to its psychic status and the symbols on its body, that this Pokemon represented the occult. In November 2000, it emerged that Uri Geller had sued Nintendo after fans of his noticed Yuri's similarity to the Pokemon and presented him with Kadabra trading cards to sign. Uri wasn't happy with this similarity and potential links to Nazi symbolism and claimed that Nintendo had turned him into an evil occult Pokemon character. Nintendo countered by stating there was no connection between the two and that they had not named any of the Pokemon after actual people to the knowledge of their staff. Now, as a Pokemon fan, such as myself, you might be sat there thinking, yeah, there are some similarities, but nothing really concrete. It's a coincidence at most. Look what Nintendo said, there's no connection. Well, there's one thing I've left out so far. Kadabra was just the Pokemon's name in the West. Its name in Japan? Yungere, which looks like this in Japanese katakana. Now let's look at Yuri's name in Japanese katakana. Yeah, you can see the similarity. While the California lawsuit was dismissed in 2003, Geller had reportedly filed several other lawsuits globally. This was enough for Nintendo to put Kadabra on the backbench, only to be making sparse appearances in Pokemon media afterwards, with Kadabra's last anime appearance being in 2005 and the last Kadabra card being printed in 2003's Skyridge e-reader set. The Pokemon trading card game even changed the rules to allow Abra to skip over Kadabra and evolve directly into Alakazam. And also just straight up giving Alakazam a premium card that can be played outright. In a 2008 interview, Pokemon anime director and storyboard artist Masamitsu Hidaka confirmed that Kadabra would not be used on a trading card until an agreement was reached in the case. And this is where things would have been left. Until, seemingly out of nowhere, in November 2020, Geller rescinded his ban on Kadabra via a tweet. He said, "I am truly sorry for what I did 20 years ago. Kids and grown-ups, I'm releasing the ban. It's now all up to Nintendo to bring my Kadabra Pokemon card back." In an email to gaming news site thegamer.com, Geller wrote, "Due to the tremendous volume of emails I am getting begging me to allow Nintendo to bring back Kadabra, I sent a letter to the chairman of Nintendo giving them permission to relaunch the card worldwide." He then later said that this letter was picked up by 2 Nintendo representatives. For now, all we can do is speculate on what this will mean for Kadabra, but I can imagine we'll be seeing them a lot more from now on. Thank you for sticking it out till the end of the video. Do you think Uri Geller was justified in the lawsuit, or do you think he should have just left Nintendo alone? If there's been cat noises, it wasn't me. It was, yeah. It was.